Happy Halloween and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. My name is Betty Johnson, your host for today. So glad to have you along. And of course, the Owatonna Today Show can be seen 6 days a week at Charter, Channel 8. We're also out there on the internet, so take us along if you have to be out of town. We can be found on blip.tv as well as YouTube and on Facebook. And if you friend us on Facebook, you'll find a direct link to the show each week. And also, we do want to mention that if you like us on Facebook, you then have an opportunity to win 2 tickets to see the Steele County Blades junior hockey team, which is brand new in Owatonna. And we're going to be giving those tickets away throughout the season. Also, Owatonna Today does welcome your questions, comments, or any ideas you may have for guests or ideas for the show. All you have to do is just email us at owatonnatoday@charter.net, or you can contact our producer Leanne Alt at 390-5751. And we do have a good show for you today. I mentioned the Steele County Blades. We have them here in our studio, a couple of the coaches and the players. We're going to be talking with them. And then in our second segment, we're going to be talking Pasttimes, which is happening this weekend at the Owatonna Arts Center. So we're going to take this short break to hear from some of our great sponsors, and then we'll be back.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Today's fire safety message is on cooking safety, and what we'd like to touch base on is never leave your cooking unattended. Always attend to your cooking. Pot handles turned in. If something would happen to catch fire on the stove, have a lid handy that you could slide over and cover the pot. Reduce the heat, turn it off, and slide the pot back. Making sure you keep pot holders and that type of stuff off the cooking surfaces. And always maintain a clean cooking area, free of grease, and clean your ovens regularly. That is today's fire safety message from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, we're Mark and Becky Stevens of the Owatonna Pizza Ranch.
And we support the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back. We're going to be talking hockey now. Owatonna hockey, as a matter of fact, with a brand new team called the Steele County Blades. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us.
We have coaches. We have with us John Jonasson and Steve Murphy, who are the coaches, and then a couple of players. First of all, we'll talk with the coaches. And John, have to ask you, what brought you here to Owatonna to coach the Blades?
Oh, it was a good opportunity, new team. I coached juniors in Phoenix and Cheyenne the last couple of years, and able to stay close to home. So I'm from Bloomington originally, so I was able to jump on the opportunity, and they brought me on board.
Now, did you play junior hockey yourself?
I did. I played in the same league back in 03-04, and then I also played in the North American League for Bismarck in 04-05.
Okay, all right. And we want to ask Steve. Now, are you from the area, Steve?
I'm not. I'm originally from Anchorage, Alaska, and I ended up going to school in St. Paul, Minnesota, and then I ended up stayed here after.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
That was 2 years ago is when I graduated from there.
And you played hockey when you were in St. Paul?
I did. I played 3 years of juniors in the same league that the Express were in when they were here, and then I continued on playing NCAA college for 4 years.
Okay, so why did you want to coach?
Coaching is something I've always had a passion for. I grew up, my dad was my coach all along, and he coached college and a semi-professional team, and so it's kind of like following his footsteps now.
Now, are either of you married at all?
I am.
You're married?
Yep.
So you have a family that lives here?
Yep, my wife and I live actually down in Austin,
Okay.
Minnesota, which is a 30-minute commute, so it's not too bad.
Okay. Now, I also have to ask you, when you have, how big is the team?
We have 26 guys, 27 guys.
Okay, and they're from all over the country,
Yeah,
aren't they? And out
everywhere.
of the country, aren't
Yep,
they?
yep. We have one kid from Russia actually, and then kids from Alaska, Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, pretty much all over the country. Kid from Maryland. So.
Okay. So now, when you select the team, then where do they stay? You have to get some accommodations for them, do you not?
We have them live with billet families, and basically families volunteer to allow a player to live in their home. It's almost like the players are renting an apartment. They pay $300 a month for the room and board and the food.
Okay.
And they have to follow curfews just like a regular, like it was their own kid. And
Well,
by
the team
doing-
has a set of rules too, don't you?
Yep,
Curfew
yep,
and that?
yep.
Okay,
Pretty
yeah.
long set of rules, and they follow that. The billet families follow that, and basically, it's like having a second kid come in their home
Okay.
for them.
Now, it must be, is it kind of difficult to find a place for the team to reside? How do you?
It's not easy. That's for sure. I mean, you have to ask a lot of people, and it's not always the right thing for everybody. So you have to find the right families too, and they have to pretty much love hockey because they're gonna have a hockey player, with hockey player lifestyle living in their home.
There's people that do love hockey here in
Yep,
Owatonna.
yep.
So who is one of the main Owatonna contacts that's been helping you out?
Mark Woodrich.
Okay.
He's actually our GM of the team, and he was helping us with finding billets and stuff all summer, and he's still doing that right now. And he's a good person to contact if
Mark
you want
Woodrich,
to be a
okay.
billet family.
And Steve, how far into the season are you?
We are currently, I believe, 17 games into the season right now.
Okay.
And our record stands at 8-6-3, if that adds up to 17, right?
So how far do you have to travel?
Our furthest trip is down to Wisconsin Dells. That was about 3.5 hours away. We knocked that out in the first weekend, and so now our furthest trip the rest of the year is probably about an hour and a half. So
All
we
right,
don't
so
travel too far away at all.
So you stay within the state of Minnesota or into Iowa, or?
We go to Wisconsin. Our next trip will be to Hudson, or our couple trips that we make during the year will be to Hudson, Wisconsin. Other than that, we will stay in the state of Minnesota, yes.
Okay, so now I know that the ice is quite busy over there. When do you guys find the time to practice?
We actually practice in the morning at 7 a.m. to about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And by doing that, it gives the players an opportunity to go to school and work. And at the same time, the ice is pretty filled up during youth season, so we're not able to work, basically not able to practice after 3 p.m. So guys can go to school still. We make sure we can practice before high school starts because there's a few guys that are in high school.
Now, how does the Steele County Blades differ from when there was the Express that was here?
The Express is a Tier 2 junior league,
Okay.
and we're a Tier 3. They're both Junior A, but we're just a level below it.
Below.
And
okay.
so players are trying to move up to that level, whether it's go play Tier 2 or go play college hockey in the next couple of years.
And about how long do they play in your tier before they move on?
I mean, they can play up to 3 years. You can only play, you can't turn 21 after December 31st. And so if you turn 21 before that, you can play out the rest of that season.
Okay.
But then you can't start a season when you're 21 years old. So
it's from high school up
pretty much
to 21.
17,
Okay.
Average age, start age is 17, 18
Okay.
to 20, 21.
And we have a couple of those players
Yep.
with us. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Why don't you introduce yourselves and tell us where you're from and why you decided to play junior hockey here?
My name is Justin Brown. I'm from right here in Owatonna, Minnesota. I graduated from Owatonna High School. I just want to play junior hockey to keep playing and go on to college hockey.
Stan Sojka. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Wanted to play junior hockey because it's always been something that I wanted to do. Just play that next level and go play college hockey somewhere.
Now, I know that your coach mentioned that somebody who's out of the country, they have like representatives to find teams here in this country. Did you have a representative contact you, or how did you discover that there's a team in Owatonna, in Chicago?
I was actually in Blaine for a combine, and I talked to one of the scouts, Corby Anderson, and then Coach John contacted me a few days after with the opportunity.
Okay, and I imagine you have people have to try out for the team,
Yep,
right? How
yep.
many did you have?
Our first tryouts, we had somewhere around 55 kids. And then the second one, we had about 32, 33.
Okay, you had to narrow it down.
Yep.
So. Now, Justin, you played probably your entire career at Owatonna.
Yep.
So when you, if you move on and you go to, how do you, you said that you're through with practice, they go to work or they go to school? Where do you go to school and close by?
Currently, I'm not in school right now, but I do have a job at the rink. I work for the Four Seasons Center, so I've learned quite a few things. Learned how to drive the Zamboni and stuff, so that's been pretty fun. But other than that, no school as of right now.
So if you don't go to school and you're from out of the area, you know, is there an assistance to help find jobs for them, or how did you are you a student or do you work?
I currently have a class online. I'm taking an online class.
Online, okay.
And I just got hired at the Hy-Vee, so
Okay.
I'm working at a grocery store and taking an online class.
Okay. Do you go find your own jobs, or do you have assistance from somebody?
We try and guide them pretty much and give them a good idea. But I mean, most of our players are 18, so we kind of treat them like adults at the same time and say,
Yeah.
guys, this is a good opportunity for you to try and get out on your own step and go find a place. And there's a couple guys we put in the right direction, but at the same time, most of them are able to go do it themselves and find jobs.
Okay. And Stan, what family do you live with?
I live with Dan and Kathy Bendorf.
Okay. All right.
It's really neat, actually. I have 2 other players with me, also Chicagoland.
They have 3?
Yeah, there's a total of
There,
3 of us in the
wow.
house. It's 3 Chicagoland kids, so I mean, we're kind of comfortable with each other, and it's great. They have a perfect setup for us. So.
Okay. Are their kids grown, or they have young kids?
They have 2 older daughters that are married and moved away from
Okay,
home.
so they have the...
Yeah, so they have open space.
You miss having a family, I suppose, so they have 3.
Yeah.
So what happens if you have someone, this made me think of this question, that may not get along with the family that they live with?
It happens all the time. I know it happened when I played, and it happens. I mean, sometimes they just don't click, and so we basically just speak to the family, speak to the player, and see where there's issues, try and resolve them. If we can't, we just try and find them a different family, because we want the family to be comfortable, along with the players to be comfortable as well. So.
Well, if you don't have a good arrangement there, it can affect your play and
Yep.
everything like that. So now they entered this junior hockey with aspirations of moving up to the next tier. And where's the next tier? Where's the closest one? Do you have scouts that come and look? Is that how they do it?
Yep. The main focus of our league is actually mine and his main job is to find these guys a place to go. We have connections with several other teams in other leagues.
Okay.
Our goal is to get them to move up to that level. There's a team in Austin actually that's really close, and there's a couple teams in Minnesota and North Dakota, and so primarily those are the teams that we're trying to get guys moved to either during this season or next year.
Now your season lasts until?
Nationals is in April, so.
So you have lots of opportunity to go and check out the Steele County Blades. I mentioned Steele County, not Owatonna, Steele County Blades. So thank you for stopping by with us.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Enlightening us, and we wish you the best of luck
Thank
with
you.
the remainder of the season. Go
Great.
out there and get them. How do they say? Not. Well, go get them, I suppose. Is there a hockey kind of phrase?
Go get them sounds all right.
Okay.
It's a
We'll
G-rated.
take this quick break, and then we're going to be back talking Pasttimes at the Owatonna Arts Center. So don't go away.
Hi, this is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance, and we are proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Effective Monday, October 15th, the clinic main entrance will be closed for construction. Please use our temporary entrance, the dialysis stores, and/or the hospital main entrance. We appreciate your patience during our construction, but at the end, we'll have a pleasant entrance that is larger, warmer, and safe for our patients. Again, starting Monday, October 15th, the clinic main entrance will be closed for construction. Thank you.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson with the Owatonna Business Incubator. We're here to help small businesses start and to grow. We're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, my name is Dave Olson and I'm with R&K Electric, where we provide power to the people. We're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Mark Woodrich with Steele County Blades Junior Hockey. Come back to the orange and black. We'll see you at the rink. The Steele County Blades are very proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
We are back, and we're going to be talking now with Silvan Durben from the Owatonna Arts Center. The big weekend's coming up. It's called Pasttimes. Hello, Silvan.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Oh, so you have some beautiful items along with us.
Well, we have an overwhelming number of artists this year. We have 26 artists who are going to bringing their wares, transforming the large room into a boutique, and all of them will be for sale. And we're very fortunate, Mary Butler-Fraser is also going to be making homemade soup that's going to be served at the appropriate time on Thursday evening and at lunch on Friday and Friday evening, and again on Saturday at lunchtime.
Great soup.
And
excellent soup.
Super soups, and we're going to have some standard ones, and she's going to try some really fun new ones too. So you want to check out each day for a different variety of soup.
So first of all, let's pass along when.
Well, it's going to
Pastimes.
Pardon me. It's going to start on November 1st, which is Thursday, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and that's the best selection. So really, you should check it out. Get out early. And then on Friday from 9 to 7 p.m., and again on Saturday from 9 to 3 p.m.
So you have 3 full days.
3 full days. It should be wonderful and exciting. And one of the artists, Kristin, this is her first year showing, and the artists not only make the work, but they help us sell and keep the displays looking fresh and wonderful.
Okay, now, Kristin, you brought some of your work along to show us. What do you tell us, what you have here?
So some of the things that I'm going to be selling this year, I have a couple girls that I started making. So I've done a lot of work on the wheel, but then I started, I was in Northfield actually, and I saw some bronze figures of some girls, and I thought, I bet I could make those out of clay. So I started making these, and the idea is, I call them, she gave the world her gift. So they have a little tag that goes with them, and it's just a way to acknowledge maybe a woman you know in your life who's really gone out and done a lot of volunteering or really given from herself to your church or your community group or whatever.
Lovely idea.
So there's the little gift, and they come in different shapes and sizes, different color hair, different straight, curly, short, long, whatever. So that's one of the things. Another thing that I brought is this jar that I made in a hand building class actually last summer.
Say, you know, if it didn't shine, it's got this leather look to it.
Yep, this particular glaze, it's one of my favorites. Yep, it's right here at the Art Center. It's called the Iron Red Glaze. So if you go to Pasttimes, you'll probably see some other pottery with this wonderful glaze. And I took a class last summer at the Art Center in hand building because I'd done a lot of work on the wheel, but I hadn't really done a lot hand building. So this is one of the things I've made. I've got several different colors and sizes of the same shape that I have been working on.
So how did you get involved in pottery? Have you been doing it all your life? Or went to
No.
school? No.
My family moved down to Owatonna in 2004, and I signed my kids up for some classes at the Art Center. And they were a little bit young. I think I was a little overzealous and really wanted to be on the wheel myself. So you know how we parents, we make our kids do what we think we can't do. And when they didn't immediately connect to it, I said, gosh darn it, I'm going to do that myself. So I took some classes. And then I had some time when I went back to school myself and really couldn't go to the Art Center very often. But about a year and a half ago, I said, I am going to get this down. So I've been going regularly. I go on the weekends, and on Monday evenings, there's a group of us that work together. So
you can make your craft right there. You don't have to go out and invest in that
no,
yourself.
no, yep. We have memberships at the Art Center, and if you ever go into the Art Center, just go right down the steps, and you'll see there's the studio, and right to the right, right?
To the right.
There's our studio. You'll see us working, and we have shelves there where we can keep our stuff, and some lockers, and everything we need's there.
You must be very proud of that program, Silvan.
We're very, very proud of it.
Yes.
And I also have to give a plug, too, which I think is really neat. Her daughter and son still come and pot with her on weekends, so it's kind of a family thing, and I think that's really super.
So you help their interest.
Yep. Actually, my daughter she's more into the hand building, so she took the class last summer with me where I was making these, and my son likes the wheel, so he's been coming in and mugs. He
That's
likes
always
to make mugs.
fascinated me, that wheel. So, Silvan, you have brought some items along here that are just, typical, just a small sampling of what's going to be there.
A small sampling. David Lubon, who works at the public library, is a wonderful weaver, and we have some great scarves, a variety of colors up here. They're all hand woven, one of a kind. There's just exciting things. Mrs. Soares has done these marvelous little tins with dimensional cutouts in them.
I love this one. Yes, dimensional. It's Ricky and Lucy. big. That is just so adorable. Yeah, it's three-dimensional. There's space behind it, so yes.
They're fun and clever. You could probably use them on your Christmas tree. We also have some handmade tiles as well that were made at the Art Center. The lady who paints exquisitely on these marvelous rocks. I understand.
Gorgeous. It looks just like a deer. You would never know it was a rock.
Isn't it wonderful?
Nice and smooth. And who was the artist on that?
Oh dear, Marion Jorgensen, I
Marion
believe.
Jorgensen,
Hope I've
okay.
got the right name.
Yes.
As well. And we have
Beautiful
some.
job.
I'm very hyper today, aren't I, dear Patty?
That's okay. You've got a busy weekend coming up.
Down below.
We have some metal sculptures, baskets, paintings, just a variety of things as
And
well.
they're all handmade by
They're all
artisans in
handmade by
Owatonna?
artisans. We also have some artisans who are coming from Prior Lake and Northfield as well,
Love
too.
that bowl.
So it's a great opportunity to buy a Christmas gift, for that special person that's difficult to find as well. So check it out.
And you have also some beautiful jewelry.
Yes,
I have
and
been there past years and seen some great jewelry as well.
And we have some that's made out of wonderful buttons. She's very clever in how to use them. Another artist has made things out of felt, which are just really stunning. I just don't have any of them here today. So
Well, with that many artists, you can't bring a sample of everything. Now, what is the button? Is that new this year? The button jewelry?
yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, and she's a young lady here in town who does she's very, very inventive. Jody Gasner.
Okay.
You may have seen her. She's done some things down at the park as well.
Okay, yeah. Lots of people have been off and on down there, so you get a chance to do that.
And then, I have a variety of other things happening. You had mentioned with Kristin, basically, with the clay thing, you can take a class, which are offered through community education,
Okay.
or some of the classes we offer. That gets you into the classes. And if you're a member, then you have the opportunity to come down and use the clay room and purchase the clay and do the glazes.
And now you also have other things going on at the Art Center too, besides your classes, other events coming up as well, besides Pastime, aren't you? You're so busy there.
Yes, we do, and I made a little list so that I hopefully won't forget them. We're going to open an exhibition this Sunday of Minnesota women's ceramics. For most of us, we think of that as pottery. It's a fantastic exhibition. The women have been juried into the show, and there will be sculptural things as well as functional pieces, and their credentials are very, very impressive. And then on November 9th, we're having our annual wine tasting, which begins at 6:30 to 9, and you can buy tickets at Cashwise or the Art Center. They're $10 in advance or $15 at the door. We also have Christina Spencer also does Family Night, which is great fun, and that's going to be November 13th from 6:30 to 7:30. You can check out the projects on our website, which is www.oacarts.org. And
you don't want to forget this down here, this wonderful
Yes.
poster. I love the name.
Well, Fezziwigs, he was Scrooge's employer,
Okay,
and
that's why
he
I heard
gives a
it.
wonderful party every year in his
Okay.
warehouse, and it's a great deal of fun, and that's going to be December 7th. Seating is very, very limited, so you'll want to get your tickets early.
It's a sit-down dinner, is what
It's
it
a
is?
sit-down
Okay.
dinner, wonderful food, there'll be entertainment. It's just a really wonderful way to get into the spirit of the Christmas season as well.
So you're very, very busy over there, aren't you?
Well, yes. And then I want to invite everybody to the reception at the hospital. It's the fall-winter change-out of the art. If you've been out there, a number of pieces are already popping up on the wall. And that will be on the 27th from 4 to 6 p.m. It's open to the public, an opportunity to see some of the artists and maybe chat with them and get to know them as well.
Very busy time again, so.
And then-
Nope, go ahead.
Sorry,
Wanna
once
make sure
I
you
get
everything.
turned on.
That's fine.
Um,
we want to cover everything. We want to make sure you've got everything covered here.
Well, also, we're looking for individuals who've served in the services, 1, 2, Korean, Vietnam, even the current conflict, who might be willing to share with us some memorabilia or some information how they have
great idea.
spent Christmas while they were serving our country, because that's going to be the basis for our Christmas exhibition. And if you have something or want more information, phone us at
Great.
451-0533. It looks like You need to take over, dear.
Thank you, Silvan. And once again, you can head to the Art Center tomorrow for Pasttimes on Thursday as it begins. What's the opening, 5?
5
on
p.m.
Thursday, okay. And Friday is when?
9.
9. So that is going to be a great exhibition. So be sure to check that out. We're going to take this break, and then when we come back, we're going to have a Halloween surprise for you.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Hello, I'm Shawn McNulty with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House in Clarebridge, and we're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. In 2011, United Way funded programs provided services to over 10,000 Owatonna residents. For the second consecutive year, the vast majority needed help to meet their most basic needs: food, clothing, housing, and safety. United Way of Steele County is able to sustain a safety net of direct services, prepare our children for the future, and provide seniors with support to age in place due to the generosity of our community. Please make a donation to United Way again this year. Our neighbors are counting on us, and we are counting on you.
We do have a couple of quick reminders we do want to pass along. Of course, the absentee ballots coming up for the election on November 6th are available at the Steele County Auditor's Office during regular business hours. They're open Saturday, November 3rd from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Also, Silvan mentioned about the pictures and letters if you have been in the service. Also, they're looking at the Art Center for toys of the period, like Scrabble and Cootie and Slinky and all those fun activities as well. And the Historical Society is pleased to announce another Time Travelers children's program coming up tomorrow, November 1st at 6:30 at the History Center. And the theme will be an old-fashioned barn raising. Again, that's at the History Center. And then as well, we do want to mention once more at the Art Center for 3 brief days. It's transformed into a gallery boutique and one-of-a-kind art and handmade creations and homemade soup starting tomorrow. And as I promised, we do have a special Halloween treat for you. Leanne was in Red Wing and she discovered this marvelous pumpkin carver who did some fabulous things making jack-o'-lanterns. So let's enjoy.